Good morning everyone and welcome to today's video. So today is Vlogtober day 7 and today we are going to be making a recipe I found when I fell down the Pinterest black hole that I was in, and it is a pumpkin pie French toast. So I've got all my ingredients gathered, I've got the website up, so let's get started. This recipe is from lifemadesimpleBakes.com, and I will make sure and link it in the description below. And the ingredients that you're going to need are 4 eggs. You're going to need 2/3 of a cup of milk. You are going to need half a cup of pumpkin puree, but it also calls for all of the pumpkin pie spices to go with it. So I just have a can of pumpkin pie mix. Makes it a lot more simple and less for things to mess up. And you need some, it says Texas toast, but we have just good old regular sandwich bread. So we all know how to make French toast, but this is just such a fun fall rendition of French toast that I can't wait to try it. So let's get started whipping up our ingredients. This is not how eggs go into the bowl. Just saying. Okay, so we're going to start by cracking our 4 eggs into the bowl. Then we are going to add in our pumpkin. We are going to add in our milk. We are going to add in our vanilla and whisk it all together. All right, let's get started. So our mixture is now all together. So Sam, you missed it because I didn't film it because I was mixing ingredients. Sam was going around the kitchen going, egg bread. So he is very excited about this. Egg bread is another term for French toast. So the next steps are fairly simple. All you do is you take your bread and you dip it, make sure that it is coated into the egg mixture, and then you fry it up in the skillet. So that's what I'm going to do, and we will be back when it's time to taste that. The French toast takes a while, and I have a couple pieces done, so I'll show you what it ended up looking like.
Yeah, it looks like pumpkin toast.
It looks like pumpkin toast? Are you hungry?
Yeah, I'll eat.
Okay, so Sam is going to be our official taste tester here.
Come on, I need to get out stuff.
Okay, hold on. Okay, Sam is prepared now.
Aunt Jemima.
Aunt Jemima.
Cool Whip.
Do the little bit that's left.
I may save that for you.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
I'll save that for you.
Okay, whatever.
There's not that much there, and I know you like Cool Whip on your toast. Your French toast. So.
All right.
Good.
Is it good? Does it taste like pumpkin? Oh boy. That does taste like pumpkin. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think?
It's not bad.
So a 10? 8?
8.
8? So I have finally finished making French toast. The French toast, I think, takes longer than pancakes. Excuse me. So I'm going to use some of my Aunt Jemima's along with some Ready Whip on top of my French toast. I will say that it seemed like this batter for the French toast, egg bread, whatever you call it, is a little heavier than a typical mix, and I simply think that's the pumpkin. So because I used such a thin bread, I used a sandwich bread, I did have to kind of drain it, like kind of hold it up and kind of like drain the bread a little bit. Otherwise it got really soggy and it didn't want to cook all the way through. So I really do recommend that if you make this, that you take the time to get some Texas toast, because it will hold up better to this particular style of French toast. Whew. You know what that sound means. We are officially out of Ready Whip. Alright, so I'm going to get... Sam gave me a bite of his, but I'm going to get me a bite with some whipped topping on it. And give you guys a little peek here, so it doesn't fall off of my fork. There you go. Yep, that is good. It does taste like pumpkin pie, and I know it says to use pumpkin puree, but I think that you could use either one. Pumpkin pie is like really what I had on hand, because I was going to use it for a different recipe but hadn't. But it also lessened the amount of ingredients that I had to use. Like, I didn't have to get everything out of my spice cabinet. I didn't have to get the pumpkin pie spice and the nutmeg and the cinnamon and everything like that. It was all in the pumpkin pie mix. And then if you are wondering what to do with leftover pumpkin pie mix, you can make a pumpkin pie. You can make a thin one. We typically make ours like the deep dish, but you could make a thin one. You could make a pumpkin pie custard. If you have some of like bakeable dishes, you could just dump the pumpkin pie, mix it according to the directions, and put it into the oven and make a pumpkin pie custard. Did that a lot growing up, because there's a little bit of leftover dough and a little bit of leftover pie filling, and we had those the small square Corningware bowls, and they're bakeable. So Dad and Mom would make me my own. They'd have several of those ready to go, and even if there technically wouldn't be enough filling, they would make sure that there was. So that's something that you could do with the leftover pumpkin pie filling. Or you could make this for a couple days later. It'll stay good in the fridge for a few days. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow for another day of Vlogtober.